Hi, I'm Bill Bradley. Join me for a recent excerpt of American Voices. I'm Bill Bradley. We're back now on American Voices. When people see former basketball star Michael Kidd Gilchrist, they see someone who was the number 2 NBA draft pick in 2012 and an NCAA champion. What they don't see and might not know is that Michael has a stutter. It's something he's dealt with throughout his life, and now he's helping others. After retiring from professional basketball in 2020, he started an organization called Change and Impact. He's working to get insurance companies to cover screening and speech therapy for children who stutter, and he's succeeding. Michael Kidd Gilchrist, many call him MKG, is here with me now. Michael, welcome to American Voices.
Oh, I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for having me, Senator.
And so that our listeners understand, what are you doing right now that helps you when you speak?
Yeah, so how I stutter is I have blocks, right? So every time I say
Mm-hmm.
or I have to I have to tap something or
You said you have to tap something?
yes. It can help my speech. Like that's what I learned over time.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So tell me, growing up, playing basketball and dealing with a stutter, how did the stutter affect your childhood?
I am I'm from a small town in New Jersey where, where everybody knows everybody about everything.
Yeah, I know that kind of town. That's where I grew up.
Yeah. Not that much. Didn't really hit me until I was in high school and in North Jersey. Exit, exit 13 on the turnpike. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's how we locate ourselves in New Jersey. People don't understand that.
Yeah.
Exit 13, 12, 9.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Hey, when I go down the turnpike, I'm going to say hello for you to exit 13.
That's funny, man. I appreciate you, man. Hey, where you from again?
Well, I was born in Missouri, but of course I represented New Jersey for 18 years in the Senate.
Yeah.
New Jersey's home state for me.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up, man. That's fun.
So there you are, 18 years old and a basketball star. How did the media respond to your stutter? They're not in a little small town.
I wasn't always, always labeled as a basketball player. I think in high school when spotlight and stuff, it had hit me. I was in shock.
Yeah, I mean it's hard enough when the spotlight hits you and you not stutter. But if it hits you and you stutter, that really does create problem.
Yeah. So I was just taken back about how 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 people didn't understand about stuttering at all. I was the only one who stuttered.
Hmm.
Because in my school, I was the only one, on uh, my basketball team, I was the only one. And also in my own family, I'm the only one still to the day. So yeah.
So then you're in the Final Four. You're the number 2 draft pick, and Michael Jordan chooses you. What was the draft like for you?
It wasn't just a draft. It was a national championship Also the draft in itself, I feel like, to to work on the game for so long and get get to a point where you are at your dream, right? And
Right.
not and just worry from the human aspect where people people not going to understand about this thing called stuttering.
Hmm.
And like I was just worried about how how the media will receive me me of having a stutter.
Right. You were worried.
Yeah, man. Oh, I
Mm.
definitely was worried as an individual for sure. When people from the outside looking in, I think they they I have to have it all there, like all together. You
Right.
know, um, but I'm just human.
Yeah, but that's a really, really good point, Michael. I mean, they see you on the court, they see you excelling, playing in this great physical game, and they expect everything is going to be like your game, right? And then
Yeah,
they discover that no, you're like them. They don't stutter, but they got their own human problems, and you have your stutter. And that was a real moment, wasn't it?
yeah. Uh, that was a real moment for like me to just just always 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 shy away from these interviews and such like that, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. So, did you have any kind of mental games you played as you approached some kind of speech thing or press or whatever that tried to get you ready for it?
I'll say over time, as an adult, I had I have started to to accept my own reality.
Hmm.
And I think I noticed the fact that everybody has something. But everybody has something.
Everybody has something, and yet they frequently have it in the privacy of their own head, right?
Yes. Yes.
What
Right.
are some of the life skills that basketball taught you? And were you able to use some of those skills in dealing with public speaking?
Yeah, man, for sure. Oh my gosh. I think to always, always, always work on myself. Just, just, just like I work on my game, Senator.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Um, that, and also, um, 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 words have power,
Hmm.
right? So,
Great, exactly.
so um, at the free throw line, if I say, I'm gonna miss it, I'm gonna miss it, I'm gonna miss it, and I'm gonna miss it, Senator, right? That's how
Yeah,
it
yeah,
goes
chances
at the
are.
free throw line, right?
Yeah.
But if if you just walk into that shot, uh, knowing that like I'm gonna hit it, then like that's what it is.
How did the media treat you?
Oh man. So I was I was being interviewed at the at the at the NBA combine, and and it and it was a live interview,
Uh-huh.
and I stuttered and I stuttered and I stuttered some more, you know. Um on the stutter over again. You know, my hat got done and such like that, and then then a week later, when somebody asked me, "Did I have Tourette's?" I'm like, "No, I don't got no Tourette's. I just stutter."
Yeah, right.
And the the and the day before being in the Final Four, I had a I had an interview, and I'm being interviewed, and and I can't get a word out at
Right.
all. I'm just stuck. As I'm trying, he he had walked away from me, you know? And
Hmm.
I felt like so low.
You mean he walked away from you as you were trying to speak?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's cold.
Yeah, yeah. So, it's just things like that, Senator. I'm just, I'm just proud of myself now.
Yeah, well, you deserve to be. I mean, when did you decide to retire from pro basketball and start change and impact?
After the NBA bubble,
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, because at that time it was a lot of stuff going on. Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And and here I am as as a person who stuttered, and I'm like, man, I'm just tired of this feeling. And I had called uh, uh, I had called a doctor I had known in at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia
Hmm.
about this thing called stuttering I had. And I got educated more and more and more and more about it. And I looked at all the data, like around stuttering, and I'm like, man, you know what? This is what I want to do, and I want to be an advocate.
Well, it's a great thing to do, I'll tell you that. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to American Voices on Sirius XM Radio. I'm your host, Bill Bradley. I'm speaking with Michael Kidd Gilchrist. He was the number 2 NBA pick in the draft and an NCAA champion. He's now working to get insurance companies to cover screening and speech therapy for children who stutter. So, Michael, you're getting insurance companies now. You're trying to work to get insurance companies to cover screening and speech therapy for kids who stutter. Tell us how you advocate for this. How are you making that happen or trying to make that happen?
So, I would call, I would call around to hospitals and universities, um, and 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 this is around the country, Senator. And I would go um, to that children's hospital, and also to that university, and and I would just advocate. So I would meet those at that on the university who stutters, and also I would go to high school, even middle school, and just I would meet kids and their parents,
Mm-hmm.
you know, who have a stutter, and I would get the people, Senator, right?
Yeah.
And I now have a bill in the state of Kentucky uh, that got passed and signed, and now it's just it's just a lot of interest from,
Mm-hmm.
other reps in other states. So
Sure.
that's how it's going right now. And 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 in some states that have people in their own assembly who has a stutter.
Huh. But it takes somebody, in this case you, to stand up and say, we got to do this. I admire that tremendously.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. And look, I'm not a lobbyist. I'm not a politician, nothing like that. I am I am I just an advocate, Senator, man. That's all I really am.
Right. Well, that's an important part in this democracy. For example, tell us, how does it change a child's life to have access to speech therapy for stutter? Does it
Yeah.
really make a difference?
Yes. Um, a lot of a lot of studies show, Senator, the earlier they get or they get the treatment, the the more likely that they won't have a stutter as they get older.
So, what states have passed this legislation so far, and which states are you working on now?
Only Kentucky had passed at the moment. Now I advocated for a bill in PA and also out west in California and also uh, in New Jersey where I'm from and also in the state of Tennessee.
Well, so you're moving forward, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You're also, in some ways, a tremendous role model. I mean, you meet children who stutter. Can you tell us about some of the children and parents who've left an impression on you?
Oh man, sure. I had met this kid uh, that's in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He had he was ill, and he also had a stutter, and his mom was she was taking money out of her 401k
Hmm.
to pay for therapy session.
Wow.
Like that wasn't right.
No, that's for sure. I mean, you actually said that you're blessed to have a stutter so you can help others. That's an inspiring idea for people to hear. Something that caused you pain became a blessing so that you can help children. How would your younger self react if he heard you say this?
I would think I would think this is fake. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I had been picked on, I had been teased, and I had felt so low at a point in time in my life, Senator. Like, and I think now, as a daughter who has kids and a wife and such like that, you know, I am, um, I am proud have, um, to have all the roles that I have in my life, as far as uh, like a man of God, a I'm a husband, I'm a father, a ex, um, I'm an ex-athlete, and now, I'm an advocate for for people who started like myself. No,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, I wouldn't think, like this was true at all as a kid, Senator, man. I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is how you've grown, matured. This is how life has allowed you to become the man you are today. It's really impressive.
Appreciate that.
What advice do you have for children who stutter and feel isolated and are afraid to speak in public?
Everybody has something that they deal with, you know. It just so happened that that people they can hear ours, I'm like, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that is okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to say to someone, whatever you have, it's okay. You can deal with it.
Yeah.
I mean, and Michael, I think you're an inspiration. And I just want to thank you for coming on American Voices. It's a great honor to have people who've made the kind of commitment you've made to others come forward and share who they are, difficulties and triumphs with all of my listeners. I think we're all kind of ennobled in hearing you and others who are willing to share. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Senator. Thank you for having me.
One last question. You still shoot?
Yeah, man.
They ask me that all the time, too. Still shoot. I'm 80 years old. I'm still shooting? I don't think so.
That's funny.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you for listening to American Voices here on my YouTube channel. For more interviews celebrating the goodness and creativity of the American people, click the subscribe button below.